What's up, everybody? Welcome back to DiveVibe. Today I'm talking about something completely new to me, the Insta360 X5. Believe it or not, I've never shot with a 360 camera before. This is my first. I've used a ton of action cameras underwater, starting with the first GoPro all the way through, I think, the 11th GoPro. Lately, it's been the DJI Osmo Action 5 and the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. So I've got a ton of experience with small compact cameras you can take underwater, but my first 360 camera, and I am super excited to see what this thing can do. More importantly, how it fits into diving and underwater videography. Since I've never used one of these before, I figured we'd start off by keeping it simple. I want to check the stabilization, I want to see how sharp it is, I want to see how easy it is to reframe footage. This could be a game changer for me, and I really can't wait to stick one on my underwater scooter eventually, so make sure you subscribe because one of these days I'm definitely doing that. Let's see if it really lives up to the promise of capturing everything around you. First impressions. I can definitely see the potential for this to be one of my main underwater cameras. The stabilization is really good. It's actually pretty sharp, and you can crop down to just a single 4K image, which is important to me. I output all my videos in 4K, so I definitely want 4K. I did realize that you have to shoot 8K to be able to do that, so it's going to take up a lot of space on your SD card, but I'm starting to think it's worth it. Editing is definitely a little bit different. I'm pretty used to using keyframes in Premiere Pro, so it's really not too bad, but if you don't want to mess around with any of that, you really don't have to, because the phone app has all the AI stuff built in. It'll do the color grading for you, it'll do the subject tracking for you, so if you don't want a whole bunch of extra work, you absolutely don't have to have it, because the results that come out of it are pretty great. And this is all just part of the learning curve of a 360 camera, but so far so good. Of course, now we have to take it diving, so we're gonna head out to the local quarry and see what this thing can do. The visibility probably won't be very good, but I've seen some pretty amazing results from the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, especially with pure video mode enabled. The X5 has pure video mode also, so this could be good. Even with that typical Texas quarry visibility, the video still came out pretty dang good. I mean, given the circumstances, the visibility in some areas was maybe 10 feet, and in other areas, it got down to like a foot. So the fact that it was able to capture really anything is impressive, and I think that this footage, given the circumstances, is kind of insane. But it's just killing me that I don't have some super clear water to test this in, because I think the results would be amazing. If only there was a place we could go that has crystal clear water. I've got it. Let's take it to Florida. Like now. Like right now. Let's go. We made it to Florida. I've got the X5. Now we can really put it to the test in some of the clearest water you can find anywhere. So let's head down to the springs and see what it can do. The X5 handled the dive beautifully, and the clarity of the springs really showcased what this thing can do. So after a few dives with the X5, here are the things that really stood out to me. First, the image clarity in these Florida springs is just incredible. The Dive Case Pro, the footage is noticeably sharper compared to the standard housing. The stabilization is rock solid. It's pretty incredible that I can just clip off the selfie stick to my BCD and let the thing float above me, and it captures like a nice, stable third-person view. It's just insane. I had no idea that that would work when I tried it, and it worked so easily. It's almost like having your own personal drone underwater. This camera has actually brought something to the table that I didn't expect. Usually when I go underwater to film, I've got a few shots in mind. I typically get them done and then I enjoy my dive. Very rarely do I just let the camera roll. because the odds of it being pointed at something I actually want to capture are slim to none, and I don't want to waste the SD card space. I guess I'm waiting for something really good to come along. But with the option to reframe your shots after the fact, it gives me good reason to just let the camera run. I'm starting to realize that when you do that, you have the opportunity to catch all these wonderful little moments. Like my wife making friends with some underwater snails. Normally I would never think to film something like that, and now I treasure this clip. I mean, after all, diving's really about making memories, right? It makes me think differently about filming, which is something I'm always trying to do. What happens if I take this camera and clip it to me and let it float? I get a third-person view. What happens if I hold it at a low angle and try to get some stealthy shots of the locals? You get some cool video of some fish that are very concerned with whatever wizard staff you're waving around in front of them. What if I just set the thing on the sand and let it rest on the stick? Well, you can easily film 360 degrees of your surroundings, or quickly film yourself to make gear adjustments or practice skills so you can review the footage later. These were just a few of the things that I thought of that were not possible before with any other type of camera. The other thing that makes this camera a home run in my mind is pure video mode. I was pretty vocal about how impressed I was with pure video mode on the Ace Pro 2, but on the X5, I can't even imagine life without it. And apparently, this is the first 360 camera with pure video. Swimming into a little cavern where I could barely see, pure video picks up every detail. If I'm being honest, the cinema purist in me thinks this feels like cheating. But the nerd in me is telling the cinema purist to shut up and make way for progress, because this thing is amazing. The ability to reframe after the fact makes this thing so versatile. You can just spray and pray, and you can be pretty sure that you caught the action. It's amazing. I love this thing, quite frankly. If you're interested in picking up an X5, I've actually got a discount code that you can use, and it's in the pinned comment below right next to the link. You can click that, use the discount code, get a discount, and I get a little kickback. It's a win-win. Yay! As always, I'd like to take a quick second to say thank you to my patrons. They make videos like this possible. They're the coolest people in the world. If you would like to be one of those awesome people and get access to some exclusive content, then you can follow the link to Patreon in the pinned comment below and receive my everlasting gratitude. And if you want something for free, you can check out the new DiveVibe Discord server, where you are free to ask all the questions you want without fear of ridicule, and there are advanced divers standing by to help you out with whatever issues you may be having. It's not a substitute for training, but it is a great help when you've got questions that need answers. Thanks for watching. Dive safe, and I'll see you in the water.